But I think you will cope. You have to cope with those things when you are professional and you work in an international organization. Okay, that's it.
Thank you. Is this my good side? Yeah.
So David, good to have you here. I would like to ask you, how was the development process for your team in Istanbul, and also later, what was the learning that you had from this whole IP? So first, if you could tell me at what stage the application was developed before you came to Istanbul, and then how much time did it take for you all to develop it while you were here?
I think when we came here, there was almost a development done, right, Sergio?
Yeah.
We have spent like maybe 16 hours here making the rest of the development. So that's the point, I think.
Yeah, I think we had like the 90% already done when we got here.
And then that 10%, remaining 10%, fixing bugs and things like that, maybe some last minute touch-up.
Yeah, and some last minute changes in the design.
Yeah.
And adding some features, interesting features.
And were there some challenges then that you did not foresee earlier?
I think the challenge was to work in the map, something that Nacho did very well. So.
Okay. And like before this, you had only interacted with the Swedish team over email or on Google Hangouts or whatever.
We had a good communication with the Swedish team by Hangout and email almost every week. So that was a good communication.
And Google Adobe Connect.
Adobe Connect.
Yeah. And then was it difficult meeting, was it different meeting them in person here? Did they have some other expectations that you all were not prepared for?
No, I think it was really easy to meet them here. So there were no difficulties.
Okay. Okay, so if a lot of things were quite comfortable and nothing unexpected, then what do you think was the chief learning for you from this IP? Good planning, or still something that something you're not prepared for? And
I think what we most learned here was about communicating with the others and to present for a lot of people and in a strange language that's not our common language, and I think that is English here. Yeah. And Sergey, anything for you? Any?
For me,
the learning, like a personal journey.
Yeah, the positive thing that I learned here was teamwork, because I think it's very important to know how to work with other group, also with other members, making a team, to split tasks, to combine them after you've done the job. So I think that's what I get from here, the most important.
Okay, thank you, members of the Spanish team and friends, and wish you a nice day for the rest of the days here in Istanbul.
Thank you.
Hello, we have Michaela here with us. Michaela is from the Swedish team, and I would like to ask her what has been her personal experience in this on this IP course. So Michaela, you are a designer, you do graphics, and this IP here is mostly about programming, a lot about coding, and you've been with a lot of programmers here.
Yeah.
Do you think you learned anything about programming, or how programmers think by being with them?
Yeah, we learn more about the whole picture of it, like the process of it, and we've been looking at the code too, and not getting everything, but yeah, it's been really fun, and it's like just not only the programming part that is important, and we've been working together with ideas, everyone has been contributing with their knowledge.
Yeah, the big picture, as you said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
Holistic.
yeah. Do you get some fresh ideas for design when you see the big picture and you see the programmers talk about their version of the big picture? Some fresh ideas for design?
No, I don't think we have talked that much about the design of the graphic design together with the programmers because we split the work in teams. But they have a good sense of graphic design too. So we pretty much have the same ideas, and with usability, with color coding, so that you remember the spots better, like the categories. And so, yeah,
And
we had a good dialogue.
Right. And maybe from that dialogue, the programmers get some fresh ideas for programming.
Yeah, it's connected to each other. And they've been working since they've been implementing the graphics in the app. They've been working with the graphics too.
Yeah. Right.
It all goes together.
Yeah. And do you like it here in Istanbul?
Yeah.
The food.
I love it. Yeah.
What do you like the most about Istanbul?
The culture.
The culture.
Yeah, and the history of the buildings and like people live here. They really do. Yeah.
So I wish you a nice stay for the rest of your time here in Istanbul. And thank you for joining us here.
Thank you.
Hello, Peter.
Hello.
Nice to have you here.
Yeah, it's nice being here.
Thank you. So, a couple of questions about your development.
Yeah.
We saw a lot of teams having a lot of unique selling points for their apps, or what we also called like the killer idea.
Yeah.
And in fact, frankly, I never thought of these different unique ideas until I actually saw them at the presentation.
Yeah.
How about you? Did you, when you all were brainstorming, did you all actually?
Well, a lot of them, I felt like a lot of them didn't really have that many unique applications. A lot of them was just a collection of, different already existing features from other apps. But, a lot of them were really unique. Like the Dutch team made a specification for. That was a really good one. Yeah.
And your app, the one which you all developed for the Spanish team?
Yes.
Instatour.
Yeah, Instatour.
Right.
Yes.
Yeah. So, do you think your killer app idea was it had the killer potential in it?
The one we developed?
Yeah. Or
no, we were on a sort of different level. We didn't know anything about what we were developing. We were, really started out blind, so our app wasn't really good in the beginning. But it does have, the unique appeal that it can easily be ported to a lot of other phones and applications, because it's just a website which is then rendered and shown in a web view.
Yeah.
On what you have.
Yeah, we heard Patrick promising to do that in under a minute, and he actually did that.
Yeah. It's one of the strengths of the Cordova platform.
Yeah.
And it might take a slightly longer time if you use more of the phone-specific things. Like if you had used the camera, it might have taken a longer while. It was, that was, the one unique. It didn't really have a unique appeal, but we were supposed to make this camera recognition on it. But we were on a really different level than a lot of the others. So we didn't really get that far.
Do you think your team will carry on with the development after this IP is over?
No. I don't think so. I don't think there's many team that's going to do that.
What has been your chief learning through this course?
Oh yeah, I learned a lot. I haven't used Cordova Cordova PhoneGap, as it's called. I haven't used it like any time before. Yeah, so and we also used Angular, which is a JavaScript library, for the first time. And it was, and I learned to use both of them, and it's been a huge learning potential. Yes.
If you had to do the do your application again, all over again? Would you use the same platform and
Yes.
same set
Yes,
of tools?
because now